Alright, so it's time for another weekend update. So what I have here, this is my PHR, and I got a hold of some Liquitex gloss varnish and just ran some through my airbrush with a little bit of airbrush medium. And I sprayed a number of models with gloss varnish, which is why they're so brilliantly shiny. And I have conducted my first oil wash. It took me a little bit to get a decent mixture, but once it did, it came along quite nicely. So as you can see, they're still on the glossy side, and that's fine. But I followed Chung's guide for oil washes, as well as one from the 40K Orcs, maybe? Maybe it's 40K Scribe. I can't remember who gave the other tutorial on doing oil washes. But I basically pin washed these panel lines and let a little bit run into the crevices around some of these more bulbous shapes, and it looks, I quite like it. It's a first time effort, so obviously there's room for improvement, but so you can see side by side, this one has not been washed and this one has, so it does give it a slightly darker look, but the panel lines are so much better than like this one that I tried to do with black, just a black paint wash. Yeah, this one came out way too dark, but these ones I like. I like the way the wash looks. I'm going to give it a little bit of time to dry, and once it's all dry, I'll hit these guys with some matte coat and see if I still like the way it looks. This one might need a little bit more work on it, but so far so good. And once they're all done, I'll have to just gloss coat all of this still, and then hit it with the oil wash as well, and my PHR will be all done except for the infantry. Yeah, it's quite exciting for me actually. I'll finally have this army painted, and I just have that army to paint, and I have my other box of my Planetfall stuff and my Firestorm stuff, and been sorting through my Vampire Counts army over here, figuring out what needs to be painted, what needs to be fixed, what's good. Yeah, making some progress. Alright, so if I make any more progress, I'll come back to you and let you know. And in the meantime, if this is all that I get done this weekend, which it's entirely possible it is, then keep up the good work, and hopefully you guys are experimenting with some new techniques of your own. Alright, the lighting's not the greatest for this, but I figured I'd show it to you anyway. Still a couple things left to do, but for the most part, my PHR is painted. I want to do something with the bases still. They're a little flat, and I need to definitely do something with the bases on the Janus Walkers, and I'm short one Neptune. But besides that, my 1500 points of PHR goodness is all ready to go. That's right, I got the double Hades, 2 Zeus Command Walkers, 4 Janus Walkers in their transports, 4 squads of Immortals, 2 of them in A2s and 2 in Juno A1s, 2 Ares, 2 Phobos, both in Neptunes. And yeah, the only thing I'm missing is I think it's these ones, are supposed to be also in a Neptune. And these guys come on just rolling. But I am short Neptune. I've looked around, local shops here, don't have any. So, I haven't been able to get one. But once I do... yeah. So I still have to prime up my my Athena. It won't fit into this list, but it'll be nice to have one. And I can move on to another project. So now these guys are all painted up, and there's just some touch-up stuff left to do. I think my next project will probably be finishing my Blood Angels. They're about halfway. Well, most of them are primed. I need to do some airbrush layers and then some highlighting, and they'll be all ready to go. They probably won't be ready before the Codex drops, but that's okay. At least they'll be done, and if I decide to get anything more to add to them after the Codex drops, I'll only have to paint the new stuff. Alright, so that's it for now. I don't know if I'll have anything more to show you guys this weekend, but I wanted to show you that I am still doing stuff and that I'm making progress. These still need some work, but for the time being, I'm happy with where they're at, and I'm just going to leave them as is. They're playable, and that's what matters. Alright, see you later.